welcome everybody. Today is Thursday, the 14th of September, 2080, for anyone, time travelers amongst the audience. Yes, there aren't too many of you, but welcome to the year 2018. Back in the year 2018, Imgar was just a small channel that was just starting out, so you are not in, you're in good company in the future, of course, but back here I think it's only really time travelers, so yes, that is the situation for any time travelers amongst you. And I have got a number of things to be doing today, and I think I'm going to continue with the more surface level of get distracted here. I'm going to continue with the more surface level detail. Hello, Mystic. How are you this morning, friend? So what I'm thinking is, let's do the beach, because I'm kind of a little bit bored of bashing away at the mountain. So first thing we're going to do is just get rid of the sand, the grass here. So let's do a overlay brush. Use a grass. No, not grass. We want sand, of course. Overlay with some sand. Actually, get it the whole way along here. Get rid of all non-sandy stuff. Work nicely. Go. Coconut there. Consider the coconut. Consider it trees. I just realised I should probably move my microphone to a place where it can capture my voice. Oh yes, splendid. Hearts to 55567 I'm at a loss how to pronounce that name, unfortunately. So more stuff to be done on this beach, but I don't really know what to do at the moment. I want to tackle this. I might try take a surface layer off and see what happens. Let's do a cell convex and try and so this is the first time I'm doing this kind of a busting this kind of a move, so we'll give it a go and see what happens. It might not work. It probably won't work, I'm thinking. Let's just kind of try it out here. If I come up here now, pause 2, and I go over here and I do pause 2, and I do set air. Kinda worked. Not really, but sort of. I think this technique could work for smoothing some of these areas down. So like here, for example. Let's give it a go. So if I put one here, and maybe one over here, and then I select where I want it to go to. So let's go for kind of here and over. Oh, I messed up. Whoops. Oh well, it's okay. So we'll go here. We'll go here. Go here. And here. And then if I kind of come out here, I can kind of stretch the area a bit. I know you can't see it, but you have to believe me, the area is right there. Boom. And actually that works pretty well. So we smoothed the area out a little bit, and we got rid of that little cliff edge. Nicely, actually. It's a pretty good technique, actually. So we could do this a little bit, I think, to try and smooth some of these areas out. I'm thinking I kind of want to maybe reduce quite how steep this edge is here as well. So I don't know, let's see if I can figure out how I'm going to do. Oh, maybe it's okay actually. It's kind of nice in this kind of rough way actually. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a punch, and just kind of fix a little bit the shape. So just going to try and amend some of these more obvious errors that I've made when I was building this area. I'm just going to plonk out some sand in the places where I get wrong. Very exciting stuff. The hand sanding. One thing I do want to do. I think I want to do some more. So this has got like the dirt going a bit deeper. Actually, it's just a surface level, but I'm going to try and copy it a little bit to try and blend it in a little bit to give it a little bit more of a lip, more like what we've got over the other side. It creates kind of a nicer aesthetic, really. Have this kind of sort of lip around the edge of what we've got on the other side. I know it's not quite what we have on the other side, but okay. Really matter too much. Nobody's keeping score. Good, because if they were, I would be losing. But it's okay, because they're not. So, all good. Excuse me. Grass on here. Let's grass and get a bit of grass in here. In fact, maybe we can have kind of a little kind of almost tumble down area here. Do it. Have kind of maybe a crack in the stone here. Kind of nice, and we can maybe let's dump a little rock on the ground. Be our rock stone 1. Go pop. Okay, it's much too small. 1.5 and let's do 90. Okay, good enough. So you have a little bit of a tumbled rock there. Cliff edge collapse. Let's bring it here, and I think we're a little bit better now. I put a tree on, actually, another one of these trees here. I can copy them easily. Okay, let's try again. So let's try this. That's not good enough. Do like radius 10 maybe. Might be better. I think we go like this. Boom. That kind of worked. Although we also copied a lot of stuff I didn't really want. So let's not do that actually. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way, i.e. build it. Well, not build it. Let's be honest. I'm not going to build it, am I? Goodness me. BR tree. Whoops. Don't know what happened there, but B tree, big tree. And this will let us put a big tree. It's not a big tree. I asked for a big tree. There we go, much better. Alrighty, we can transform that. I think let's do one more big tree. Got it. That's good. So transform this using BR sphere 350, 35, 6. 30. We do mask 18. And we go like that. And boom. Done. And now we do the same thing. But we want to do it with wood, so 18, 14, is it? Is wood. Do mask 17, it's not 18, it's 17. We go like that, and there we go. Done. Easy. So I don't want to obscure the build too much with that, but I think we're okay. I think we've got away with that a little bit. Yeah, nice. So it looks good. Looks nice. And I think we can get some bone meal the edges here, and we can kind of run over those again in a moment with the flower power brush. Which I do have somewhere. Let's make this an actual rock. How about that? BR rock. Andesite 490. Boom. A rock. Excuse me. We could get one in here as well. Next, we'll go up. I suppose. Let's use flower power on this real quick. Let me just find my flower power brush, and paste that in. And then I can do my mask on, so it only targets the blocks that I want. So let's get those. And yes, it worked. Easy. Power powered. Nice. Okay. So next thing, maybe work through this area, I suppose. Let's do that. I'm kind of satisfied with what's going on over here for now. So got a lot of stuff going on here and no real idea of what it's going to look like. So let's have a quick kind of brainstorm about what we can do here. So we have a route kind of planned out at the moment through here for the player to walk. In fact, I'm actually going to clear some of these blocks just at random, just to make it look a little bit slightly better traveled, as it were. So not too many of them, but some. So we can come through to here, and I think maybe so obviously we're not going to have any trees out here because this is the edge of the seaside. We don't really want any trees in the seaside. It's not quite how trees like to be. You can have trees on the seaside, but it's not going to be a verdant, full of growth. Not really not what it's going to be. A cave could be cool, actually. Maybe we could get a cave. Another sea cave would be really nice, actually. Let's not bother with that for now, though. I want to figure out what I'm going to do here. Another tree, maybe? I want a tree. Maybe we can continue this around, have like a shelf here. The forest. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get B. I think I already have the convex selection on, so let's just take the convex selection. And we can kind of fill in through here roughly. Get down to here. Down to here. And we should go to the back wall as well, just to make sure that we're getting as much of the filling as possible, so we don't end up with some very empty space. Alrighty, should work. And now if we just do a set stone, boom, we instantly introduce a nice edge there for us to work with. Is good, yeah. So use the lift brush now. Make it a little smaller. So we're going to start by lifting in the corners here to blend it. We'll lift in the back as well, just to make sure it's kind of blended in. A bit of a gap there, so we'll just blend that in. And there we go. That's kind of nicely blended in. Blend in the corner here as well. Just kind of one nice neat shape instead of not that. I'm gonna now take a push brush through the middle here and just kind of wear this away a little bit. Think about how I'm gonna shape this. Do I want it to be a steep edge, or do I want it to be a cliff? I'm using the cliff brush actually. Let's try a cliff brush. BR cliff 4 maybe, or 3? Apparently is what I clicked, so we'll try 3. And if I do like this, make kind of a root up almost. This. There we go, we get a little root up. It's quite nice actually. So that's good, that can stay. This can live. And go for a little bit of I'm not sure if I need manual block placement at this point, but let's do a blend ball, a little quick blend ball on the edges here, just to blend this area in a little through here. Cool. That looks pretty good, and we'll take a blend ball through the middle here. I know it's gonna just scrape off the grass, but it's a bit rough, be a bit smoother. So we can do that. Relative ease. This is a bit awkward. This little area here. Let's lift this into like a nice hill. I'm gonna do a lift. Whoops. Wrong way to lift. Oh, yeah, I'm going to lift this up. It's kind of a smooth hill, so we don't have this kind of awkwardness about this particular area. I understand I've just stacked a bunch of flowers on top of each other, but I have to deal. BB, so we'll use a blend ball now, and we'll just take the top surface roughness off of here. Flowers being blended to BR Rockstone 4. Let's just whack some of the unnecessary plants away. That. Oh, that's kind of a quick way of doing it as well, actually. Block updates, just kill them all. Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually going to do I think I'm going to take a cliff brush in here. Wait, one of these is cliff. Whoops. actual smoothing. So there's a little bit shape instead of that kind of smooth old cliff there. Yes, so we'll come through here, and this is looking pretty nice now. More to be done. Maybe? Let's try a blend ball. Or maybe I don't want a blend ball, I don't know, maybe I do want a blend. Hard to say. I think this works actually. We've blended away a little bit the roughness of this area, and that's problem is now actually that let's do a smooth brush. I think the smooth brush doesn't take into account which block is which, so it should allow smoothing a little bit better of these multi-block surfaces. This is not the quickest way of doing this. I think I'm doing it the slow way. Alright, you know what I'm going to do. BR cylinder grass. Yeah, works. Okay. I think we can just do an overlay for the rest. B overlay, BR overlay. D1. What? Overlay. Oh, B overlay. D1. Oh, it's sand. Interesting. Not what I intended. Righty, we're gonna need a bigger brush. Let's just make it real bigger, real quick. There's grass we want. We can carry this grass the whole way up here. We need to get rid of these lapis. I just noticed it's too much here. What? Go away, grass. This needs smoothing first, so let's do that. Whoops. That to smooth it. That was a big smooth brush, big blend ball, bigger than I was intending on using, but I think it works. And one thing we can do real quick is we can just get rid of this. So we can do a B sphere, stone 10, and we'll BR sphere, stone 10, and we'll do a mask of 22. That's the lapis block. Boom. Turns to stone. Medusa brush. So just trying to a little bit through. Doing that by hand. Over here. There we go, we've kind of smoothed this area a little. Not very exciting though still, there's nothing, you know, there could be something around this corner that kind of grabs the attention, you go wow, but I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe a stone, oh, a stone archway could be nice, couldn't it? Or even like a boulder placed, joining these two. That could be nice, couldn't it? Let's get a big boulder. So, BR rock, andesite. 15, 90. So it's going to take a few tries. And I also don't want andesite, I want diorite. So, let's get... Whoa, no. no. Nope, definitely not. Also not. It's far too big, so let's size it down a little. Put it down to size 10 maybe. You know what, I think placing a block kind of in the middle where we want to kind of have this boulder be is a good idea. So let's place it like there. It's not what I had in mind. What I just did, let's do it. Kinda works, not really quite what I wanted. Much too large. Nope. Aha. Something like that would be good, but it's too big again. Let's reduce the size a little. Let's put it down to size 9, so just one block smaller, but I mean it makes a big difference. Nearly right, but again, not right. Let's raise the base a little more. Give us a bit more height to work with. We'll try again. That one. So not that, for sure. Oh, how about that? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Big boulder. It's a huge boulder. Let's get some smaller boulders to go with it. So granite, I'll go for like size 4 maybe. Goes in. We'll go for a andesite as well. And we'll size that up a little. We'll go for size 5 maybe. Maybe we can fit one kind of in here as well. Size it up again. Yeah, it's like a size 7. Kind of like that, but I want it a bit. Whoa, that's kind of big. That's too big. Not the right shape. It's awkward. Again, big. Oh, that was right. Yeah, something like that. That's cool. We got kind of a rock fall effect here. Nice. And let's get one more boulder of stone. Put that in there. One. Yeah, cool. So coming around the corner, you get this cool rockfall in effect. You're like, oh no, I can't go any further. But actually, won't get underneath. Leads you out to rocky shoreline. And all the way around. Ha! It's not loaded. Got to see the island over here, but it's not loaded. Cool. So we can bring the flower forest back up this way as well. Let's start by, let's get some rocks over this whole surface. BR rock stone 3. Let's just make it 90. I'm just gonna. Okay, let's try a slightly larger rock, I guess. And I'm just gonna use this to try and make this edge a little bit cooler. I know I made it flat deliberately, but you know, now I'm making it unflat deliberately too. So, like this. And I'm going to try gravity brush on this, and we'll just kind of play with it and see what happens. BR gravity 30. Got to be a little bit careful actually. There is a danger of melting stuff that I don't want it. Okay. Suddenly the floor might give, is what I'm concerned about. Let's reduce the size a bit, so I'm not hitting too much. Don't mean to be. There, look, there's a void in the mountain is being exposed. That's okay. We've got the basic shape down, so adding some more kind of roughness to it is okay. Hello, welcome. Who is that? Bunyamin. Welcome, friend. Are you guys chatting and I'm just not getting it, or is there just no chat? Because I'm not seeing any chat messages, just as FYI. But there could very well be nobody here. Okay, so there's a hole there. Actually, we're exposing that void. That's okay. So let's actually get another rock in here. Not that kind of rock. Whoa. That's kind of awkward. A little bit awkward there. Don't really want awkward. Whoops. That's far too large. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Cool, cool. So, up this way, around. I suppose I should put the kind of flower forest in that I was planning on doing. So let's get some more grass in here. BR, B overlay, B1. Grass. Go like this. Hovering there. Follow this up with some trees. Let's do a B tree, big tree. Ah, good morning, Xin-Chen. It has been quite some time since I had a comment, so I was a bit concerned that the comments system wasn't working, but you've reassured me that just nobody wanted to chat. Oh, chat on YouTube is not working. Oh, what's wrong with it? Like, is it not being... Do you think it's not being read, or does it work in the... What am I trying to say? Does it work... Can you write messages and they're just not showing up, or... Does the YouTube chat itself actually not work? I was getting a bit concerned. Let's do mask 18, the leaves, and boom, oh, lovely. Oh, interesting. That's weird. So you think it's a problem with actual YouTube? That's funny. Who is Xin-Chen? Is remind me who you are. I recognize the name, but. Oh, it's Yuri, of course. That should have been obvious, I think. Alrighty. BR overlay D1, and we're going to use B overlay D1, and we'll do the 35 one. Whoa, it's not what I had in mind. 31 one. There we go. You're gonna practice all the different emojis while you're here. May as well make use of them while you got them. I'm quite enjoying doing the surface details on this area actually, although I'm already sensing that I'm going to have a very difficult task kind of keeping things interesting, I suppose, as we go around, because it's quite a large area. Alrighty, so let me grab flower power right real quick. Game. I need to learn how to make these brushes automatic, because I've actually tried one. In fact, let's try it now. If I do Weed Killer. What? Okay. That doesn't do what I thought it did, but it does something. Huh? Didn't I just put... Oh no! Whoops. Alrighty, I don't know why I just did that, but let's redo it. Oh, undo. Okay. So, I don't know what happened to my mask there, but it was the wrong mask that I had. There we go. Why do you want me to say, Mohammed? Or am I not supposed to say that? Is that it? Some people don't like, non-Muslims saying it. So, there we go. I said it. Oh, no T left. Times. Oh, there's a sneaky little lapis block there. So I'm gonna, do I want to put anything on here? I think I'll leave it actually as is. Yeah, maybe I can put like a little bit of grass kind of creeping onto this rock, but not kind of covering it completely. So like starting to grow over it, but not having completely covered it yet. Might be kind of cool. Yes. Maybe a little bit over here. Nice. I quite like that rock actually, this big pointy boulder. Good. And I'm going to grow some grass up here as well, I think. So a bit carefully, not too much. Just to look kind of rocky. So let's see here, if the player was to walk along here, it's so flowery that it's kind of even hard to see what's happening, but you might be tempted to go this way, which is supposed to be. So we can go up this way. And get you to here. Not too awkward, but that will be awkward. Gosh. Gotta be real careful of that, actually. 2 deep holes just wreck the whole adventure. Just fall in the hole, it's like, well, I guess that's it. I guess I gotta quit now. Climbing this tree. Nice. Okay. So yeah, actually digging this quite a lot now. So I think this area is kind of done for now. Probably more to be worked on, but got about half an hour left. I think maybe we can work on the transition over here. Let's do that. Let's blend the jungle in here. So we're gonna take rock brush. Actually, let's see if I can get foliage killer work. So weed killer. So this should work. Yeah, it does. Okay. So this brush, in theory, should allow me to destroy. Doesn't hit the vines, unfortunately. But it should destroy foliage. But yeah, it kind of works at least, so that's nice. Hello, Nicholas. You apparently are the only one who can chat on YouTube, or I don't know. Maybe you're not the only one, but Yuri can't, so sad times. How are you this morning, Nicholas? I hope you're well. I hope everybody's well, of course. That's kind of a given. Except for Nicholas, apparently. I don't know why Nicholas wasn't. I'm gonna stop now. Alrighty, so I want to kind of blend this a little bit smoother than it is at the moment. You can kind of see the very obvious transition here. So let's do, let's start with a smooth brush. I'm going to smooth, whoa, let's undo that. We want a much smaller smooth brush. Just going to smooth through here, join these two edges together. An easier way of doing this. Not too worried actually. I just want to kind of get that basic edge smoothed in, and then you know, I think I'll take the smooth brush over the area in this way and just kind of smooth the rough areas rather than overusing it. I'm going to use the blend ball on this whole area, but let's just do it this way. I think this can create kind of an interesting shape. So I kind of want to smooth especially the top. Top is kind of important to smooth because this is a place where the player will potentially be walking. Nobody wants to walk on seriously rough terrain, it's just not fun. Plus I think it's kind of unnatural. Hello, I guess it works now. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's not the Russian state clamping down. It might be hyperbole, but goodness me, tensions are rising, huh? Tell me, Yuri, do you believe the Russian story about the Novichok thing? I mean, to me, it does. It does look like an insult, to be honest. Like, I cannot. It seems ridiculous. The story is just farcical. Okay. So I'm gonna turn the corner here if I can. And this area here is going to have to be different, but we'll deal with that. So I'm going to bring the jungle up to this kind of area and blend it a little bit that way. Yeah. What did you think? Do you believe it, or? And what is the feeling in Russia as well? You might know. Do you know how are the Russians feeling? Do they feel like generally that what's being presented is true, that the guys are literally tourists, or? Yeah. Well, I mean, we know they were in Salisbury at the time of the attack, and we know that they went there twice and then they left. They had a 2-day holiday in the UK, and the only thing they went to do was to go to Salisbury and then go back, which is, I mean, in theory, it doesn't mean that they poisoned the guy, but it seems mighty suspicious, really. So I suppose in theory they could have been framed, but I don't really believe it, to be honest. Do the Russian? I guess you don't really know, but do you have a feeling? Do you know how anyone that you know feels about it? Do they believe that it? They believe the story, or? So I'm just going to build. For B tree jungle. Got a couple of jungle trees in here. Advance the edge here. Come on. Trying to advance the edge of the jungle to make it a little bit less obviously suddenly ending. And we can do small jungle too. We'll do small jungle too. As far as I'm aware, really, what happened is the Russian state, whether it be Putin or, well, probably Putin, wanted to send the message that, you know, they even said in the aftermath. Clearly, this shows that Russian traitors are safe and nowhere. I think is probably their intention was to send that message: you're not safe if you're a traitor to Russia, To kind of release these videos on top of that is a bit weird. It's just like, yeah, kind of like it's like they're doing it looks like they're kind of doing the bare minimum to kind of present this as not an attack. But I mean, they wanted it to be perceived as an attack, as far as I'm aware, by the Russian state against traitors, I suppose. So they don't really want to be convincing that it wasn't them. They don't really want. If it looks like the UK poisoned the guy for whatever reason, then they're not getting that fear, a bonus fear that they're trying to instill against people who might be tempted to act against Russia. The tree, jungle, bush. Of course, I'm probably quite heavily biased. Of course, I'm outside looking in and hearing a different kind of story. So, you know, I'm interested to kind of keep an open mind. But I mean, in this case, it seems fairly unequivocal. Okay, so just drop some jungle bushes more or less at random there. I'm going to grass the area too. And just, yeah, just going to grass all over really. Can. That should hopefully create kind of a bit of a... Yes, for sure. I mean, it's easy for me to say it's Russia's fault when the TV is telling me the same thing. I mean, I understand. I don't actually watch the TV, but the general consensus in our country is that this is Russia's doing. I mean, it's very easy to go along with the general consensus or the perceived general consensus. I understand, yeah, it's easier for me to hold my viewpoint than perhaps for a Russian to hold my viewpoint. Righty, let's get out of here. There we go. Undo that jungle in a little bit, and we're getting so close now to finishing, actually. The bay will be completed once I complete this mountain here, and that'll be it. So, yeah, very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. I really dig how this rocks look when you collapse them. Build rocks and then gravity brush them. Great. Whoa. Let's take this one. Juicer brush. Turn the blue to stone here. Not anymore. It's pretty sad how easy people are to convince. They're given something official looking, or not even official looking, but just yeah, something that's presented as news. Even my mother, for the longest time, was a reader of Daily Mail. Daily Mail is terrible, it's garbage, absolute rubbish. There's nothing, well, there's not nothing true in it, but there's a lot of just lies, fabrications and lies in it. It's very heavily biased, and so she was reading this stuff, and she was telling, as I'm growing up, she's reading this, and so she's relaying to me this information, or information that she's receiving from this paper. And when I discovered later that it was junk, I had a lot of kind of unpicking to do, and I still don't think I've fully kind of unpicked all of the damage that was done to my understanding of the world by being drip-fed this information from a rubbish paper. And you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not an idiot, and I'm you know, making conscious efforts to work through this and to get to kind of undermine those just things that I took for granted, that I thought were true, that I've been taught. And I mean, I'm struggling to do this. So you know, if somebody who wants to do that, can't struggles to do it, I mean, it doesn't give much. I would say it doesn't paint a pretty picture or give a lot of hope for those who don't really care, who are just happy in their bubble, as it were. So I'm thinking maybe gravel on this area, make kind of a scree slope almost. Could be cool down here. Yeah, let's do that. So V overlay, D1, V gravel, and B3. Just keep it small. Whoops, I don't want to put extras on. So just gonna kind of paint some gravel on here. It's like a scree slope. It's called scree when you have a slope of well, gravel basically, shale and loose stones on the side of a hill or a mountain. It's called scree. actually go screeing. You shouldn't do it though, because it damages the slope, and a lot of them have been destroyed in the UK from people screeing. That is kind of sliding down the scree slope. It's very dangerous, but it's kind of fun as well. It was actually when I was telling the story about me nearly dying, that was probably scree slope technically. Yeah, a little scree slope in here, and let's put one on the other side as well. One in here. I think maybe I want to increase the depth slightly. Increase the depth. Cover up the slightly sharper spots. What am I trying to say? the steeper bits. The non-pyramidal section. Goodness. You know what I mean anyway. So this area down here looks fine. This is not looking so good. I'd almost like to get some kind of trees in here, some pine trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over to the mountain and just compare. So let's see what kind of a height we get the trees at. Oh, we have the pine trees over here, don't we? Let's see what height the pine trees are at over here. Our big pines are at about this level, but they're on the other side, so they're probably not going to go here. So let's see what the mountain over here looks like. Copy that. This is going to look beautiful, by the way. The back here when it's got loads of pine trees on it, I think it'll look amazing. So we have long since passed. This is like way up now. So actually, we have dirt here, packed earth on the on this level. So actually, it's kind of low down actually. So we'll see what we can do. Doesn't need to be exactly the same. So packed earth ends about at this level. So yeah, it's about the right level actually. Let's get some packed dirt then, I guess. We do V1. No. V dirt 1. Alrighty. Just gonna spread this around a little. In fact, I may as well kind of make it full deal here. A little bit careful, I don't really want to hit that rock. Help it. We've got some sand here. Oh, caves. Caves in the side of the mountain are going to be cool. Really going to do that. Down here. Over here as well. There we go. So we got a placeholder for where the packed dirt is going to go to. That means we can build the grass up to there if we so choose. We don't have to. There's no requirement, of course, to do anything. Cool. I don't think I'm going to build up any more here. I'm just gonna let's put a bit of packed dirt here as well on the mountain. I would agree in principle. Did you hear the there was a BBC interview between the BBC interviewed one of the RT, I'm not sure who it was, someone from RT, and they hung up the phone. So they may be, I don't think they're maybe as free and open as may appear. You know, I used to like RT actually. I still think RT is pretty okay sometimes for some sources, but I think recently it's become a bit more tightly controlled, I think. Kind of weird how the sun is shining through the blocks. Some angles. Very odd. I'm just spreading the grass around here to try and create. No! Try and create a more of a nice grass slope effect, I guess, because we're not kind of at the height. We haven't reached the tree line, I suppose. Although I'm less worried about having things like tree lines being accurately represented in this mountain, and in fact I'm worried about being kind of patchy grass as well further up. So according to what I've done, almost all of this mountain should be snow, actually. Let's find out what layer the snow is at. That's going to kind of impact stuff. I could even... Well, we'll find out what layer the snow's at first. About here is snow. So it's going to be a lot of snow. I think I'm going to put a stripe of snow just straight through the middle, so that we can kind of mark where the snow line is. Fly all the way to the side and put it in. Now, creating a nice realistic mountain is going to be really important here. Snow behaves kind of interestingly on mountains, so to do so is going to be difficult as well as important. Here we go. Pause 2. We're going to do replace stone, snow. No, we did it wrong. Cell, cuboid. Pause 1. Oh no, I've changed height. That's stupid, wasn't it? Okay, well, we can figure out. I think it was about the height here, maybe? Not this height, wasn't it? Wow, I got it right. That's incredible. Boom. Single line. Alrighty. I should have brought in more over here. Surprisingly few blocks got hit there, actually. Oh, it's because a lot of it is... a lot of it's actually sand, isn't it? Middle. So, snow doesn't tend to congregate so much on the ridges, it tends to be in kind of the rest areas instead. Particularly very steep areas don't really tend to get too much snow on them. So, this is going to be a lot of sheer cliff here. So let's make it. Let's make it sheer cliff. Why not? The E-lift. So. I want to make this like super rough, tough, unforgiving looking sheer cliff. Ho, 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 ho. And that gives us a little bit more to play with higher up for maybe snow. Bring it out here as well. Trying to bring particularly more the top, I suppose. I'm bringing out the bottom as well, but I should mostly be focusing on the top. So we're getting a bit of a say a cliff. Oh, let's bring it kind of up as well, sharply here, so we're not kind of getting a nice flat thing. A bit unrealistic. Alrighty. Take a blend ball now. Oh, it's going to take all of the detail off. Oh. We can paint the detail back on, I guess. I think it has to be done, unfortunately. Create this nice sheer cliff. The blend ball works especially well on kind of flattish surfaces. It doesn't work so well on like corners and things. Corners and slopes. Alright, so let's make... I think I want to make this all one rock color that's not stone. So let's try... maybe I'll do the white cliff, actually. No, actually, because it's going to be snow as well, so maybe I don't want white. But I'm going to do some whites. Okay. Let's do BR rock, diorite, 590. In fact, let's go freaking crazy because we can. Let's do 5. Let's do 10. Oh. Am I crazy or am I crazy? So we're going to hit only stone. And who knows what's going to happen here. Wow, it's great. It's freaking awesome. Nice. Alright, I should probably join it into this ridge here, going up the mountain. So good. And I'm going to do the same thing. Let's do granite. Yeah, pink one. Whoa. Do mask stone. Whoa. That is a big one. I keep the granite just kind of underneath this layer here. I got actually a bit of room for it. Let's carry this whole line through actually. Kind of tempted to leave that sand there. I think it's kind of a nice feature. More in there. And then bring it down here. Nice, nice. Nice, that's good. Good. Next thing I think, let's get some overlay of gravel, I think. The overlay, D1. I want the gravel. figures out. Actually, maybe I do. Let's so I'm just gonna kind of run along the bottom of the cliff here and just let it kind of go where it goes. And oops, let's do that last one. Cool. Oh, I'm so stoked. It's beautiful. We're gonna have snow on there as well. I guess let's have a go with the snow. Why not? I'm gonna do snow. I'm gonna do this. 2B overlay. D1. Do snow. I'll just overlay with some snow to begin with. See how it goes. Don't want to hit anywhere that's too steep, really. And like this is what I'm imagining at the moment. Maybe going up. No. Okay, I've got a different plan. I'm going to use the same technique that I just used. Let's do BR. Oh, actually, I'm about to run out of time, so I'm going to leave it for now. But to be continued. Anyway. I love the way this looks, actually. It's rock face here. Okay. Well, this is going well. And I will be back tomorrow, when I will be continuing work on. Oh, it won't be tomorrow. Sorry, no tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday. I might do. I think it'll be Starbound on Monday, maybe. Oh. And Tuesday will be the next time I work on this, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye bye. Have a nice day.